What is up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more old school Cookie Heroes, playing on the old version. So I want to start a couple things I may have forgot to mention in the last part of last video. First of all, once again, don't try to join this clan. We're not accepting anyone. It's just a temp clan for me to use. Doing this thing where my buddy Zach, old officer, longtime viewer, and you know, Discord member. I don't know how else to introduce him, but he's helping me out with it. So the idea, I think I mentioned 10%. I don't think I actually updated what we're actually doing. I have to be able to get through 25%. We made it a little bit harder on myself of the fight for him to actually be able to finish it. So you can see already here I am, and I actually have another attack in an hour, my last attack. So I could actually get through over half of this probably. Yeah, we should definitely technically do that if he doesn't take it out by then. But we'll get the hero souls from that. It is going to slowly get to the point where we can't do anything. I did get, I believe, either 1 or 2 of our guys did actually have hero souls. As you can see, I have 10. I should have only had 8. So we got some extra ones there, I believe. I forget at what level we got them. But I don't remember seeing them. So I'm not sure how that's being added. You see that we do have a new tab. Mercenaries. We actually got lucky and got Nancy, the epic noob, who is a hero soul quest. You'll see, when we open it, it is already very different. First of all, you see that there's only 3 instead of, what, 5? 4 or 5? Something like that. I kind of even forget. I don't know how many mercs we can actually have either. I'm not sure if it's 5 or what the limit is. But they actually have death chance right here. Every quest is a death chance with these guys. So it works different. I think short quests, you have a lot less. I mean, you can see, like, here, we have a lot less. I don't know if, like, every merc quest is going to be 10%, but obviously, we're going to go for another merc. It will take 8 hours, so we won't have that for a while. We'll probably get that later in this video, because I'm going to try to cut out a little early if I can. It's kind of hard to. You guys might end up just seeing this upload a little more. I did actually beat 40, which is kind of crazy. We actually pushed through it using all our abilities just not too long ago, so we've taken that out, which is nice. I can't actually show you guys the log or anything. There's none of that in this. There's no way to go to see that, sadly. It's a little sad. This is also icons a little different, which is interesting. Anyways, let's do this. We'll save that, actually. We'll grab this real quick, see what we get. Okay, Athena, I'm fine with that. Not really matter either way. Pushing past this is to even check. First of all, you can see how long it takes. It's not worth it. We'll never be able to beat it even with these. Beating 40, I feel like, is a miracle on our second run. I did overshoot and overfarm on purpose to try to beat it by maybe like an hour while I was doing other things and not doing anything anyways. But it's pretty late right now, so I wanted to kind of try to just get started on this next run. We do get 10, which is pretty sweet. Again, let's do that. We'll grab this right off the bat, which should give us an okay amount of gold. Actually, not as much as I thought we might. I thought maybe we'd get enough to even get Tree Beast going right off the bat, which is kind of what I was hoping for. So we got to get through the early game here. We could either go for more hero souls searching for things, figure out maybe an efficient way to get to something we want, which would be a lot of testing. It would actually be kind of a pain. That should be pretty good. I don't really know if I want to go clicky off the get, and again, I don't want to show you guys this all again, but I might go let's do a save and kind of go a little searching through here, and maybe actually pick some stuff up. I feel like we want Libertas and Ceolatus first, but I wouldn't be mad with like a Mimsy or something. I feel like something like that could be very, very useful. Again, we don't have a calculator to distribute them when we actually start getting them going. So, and I also don't know what's exactly in the game. I don't know what we're gonna get. There's a treasure chest, which is pretty big. It was quite a bit of gold to get going. But I'm gonna probably do that. Check it out. Maybe come back. I mean, we'll come back obviously at some point. We'll come back later, and it might be more towards the end of the run if I actually stick with any. I'll let you know, and we'll come back and do some more updates on this stuff as the episode kind of goes on. Alright guys, so we're back. This is not the end of that run actually. This is the end of the run after, so our hero soul is a bit higher. We still have been consistently being able to take down the boss 25%. I've actually been taking it down like 50%. That's not even getting my third attack in. So it's been going good still. We're still doing okay. We have not bought an ancient yet. We're going to be doing that today. We have been actually, I should have saved that. Big rip. It wasn't that long of a timer. But we've got what I'm assuming is all of our mercs. 5, right? Yeah, okay. So it's 5. It seems like they're going to be able to last a lot longer with this mechanic. I think like mercs are going to be more powerful. I don't know if the higher level they are, the worse they are. Because, I mean, it's still, you know, we're still level 1 on everyone. I haven't leveled anyone up yet. I think it levels up the same, but I haven't looked into it. But like a day quest is about 20% chance. A 2 days, a 33% chance. I think I am going to actually send one of them out on a long quest. I'm hoping that scales. That one hero soul and there's a chance for more. I hope that scales up as we play. We'll also take the ruby chance. I think gold quests are going to be pretty huge for us. I mean, obviously a day is a long time. I think we'll take the 4-hour. Sure. We'll take the 4-hour one, and then we'll probably take the 15-minute as well. So we got a 15-minute gold and a 30-minute gold. So that'll be gold to help on the next run, which is cool. And I'm actually being able to fly through these a decent bit now. But anyways, let's do this. There's nothing at 45 that we want to even try to stretch to. I actually did also get up to 1600. I farmed a little bit higher, so I could get up to 16,000. Sorry, not 1600, 16,000. But let's do this. Let's see if we're going to be spending hero souls here. This is the start of our spending. I honestly thought that would be enough to kind of get us idling. I want to idle before we spend things, even if it's a bad idle. Our clicks do quite a bit at this point in comparison to what these guys have. So I can confirm 100% that things like Iris are in the game. Again, I was pretty positive they were before. I'm saving it in case I mess this up. But I'm pretty sure the idea is 2 or 3 rerolls. So we're at 62. I want to make sure we don't get too low on those, because I don't want to throw our run. Our next run, I should say. Because that's a decent bit of percent. So we don't want those. I mean, we want some of them, but we don't want to get them now. I think it's one more reroll, sorry. No, where is it? It's so many in. So that's Cielatus. It's a lot of rerolls to get Cielatus, a lot of damage thrown, and I'm pretty sure I checked it. And I think there's Iris, for example. I think I only need to reroll one more time. We do want that as well. Oh no, sorry, no, we don't need that yet. We do want it, but yeah, one more for that. And I think we're okay with that. I didn't check beyond that. None of those are anything we want next. I think we just go with this. So we threw away what 140 damage, but we're also throwing away a little more. But at the same time, we now have 100% extra gold, etc. I think that's okay. I think we actually go one more on each of them, and we save 22. And I think that's the run. Our boss clear is a lot worse, but our idling up should be faster, and our gold should be very significant, because we should be getting a ton more gold. The gold bonus we weren't getting before, so I think that gold bonus is going to make up for any DPS loss we actually lost, because we had technically 640 damage bonus, and now we only have, by the time we ended that, I should say, but we only have 240 there, and then 125 here. But we also have the 125 extra percent gold, which you can already tell is a pretty large amount. You can already almost just straight buy level 10 of that. That's without me really paying attention. So you can see where this is going to speed up now, and we're going to fly through these early stages, insta-killing actually, which is kind of cool. And I'm not even buying one of the farthest hero we have. If I do that, we can keep up the damage even more. So, but we're starting to get to the point where I can actually get some decent farms. I do wish there was an ascension log so I could just show you guys how the ascension log went. Sadly, that's not in the game. Wasn't actually added for quite some time actually after this, I believe. I think that was added while we were playing the main series. I think that came in at some point. So that's not something to look forward to anytime soon. I mean, we're not going to be getting that in this series, but so you gotta just have to. I'll try to make sure I explain kind of how many runs we do, and I think it still should show how many ascensions we have. Yeah, hero souls from ascensions. Also, if you played the patch after this one, it should be the holiday patch, which would be absolutely broken, as I believe, again, I think the way they used to do things were based more on your, on the actual time the patch was out, not the time on your computer like they do nowadays. So you would actually, I think, have unlimited candy canes, which obviously would be very easy. Oh, I shouldn't have broken. I forget I can't just randomly click on bosses. Is do this idle for, I think, a minute. I'm assuming it's a minute in this patch, too. I didn't actually... I'm assuming, yeah, 60 seconds. I do want to see what's further, but it costs 2 per reroll now. I'm hoping we get lucky in the next one we can get. I think the next things we need, I still feel like we need Mimsy and maybe Dora, but we really want Atman. Because my luck is terrible on getting... you can already see the difference, by the way. This is gold. Is nothing. We were getting so much gold before. I mean, a little over double the gold. It's kind of crazy. But it's going to speed up a lot. Again, don't try to join the clans. I know a couple of you guys are saying that you know, you're playing the patch too. We just don't want to take any risks with it in case, you know, we end up accepting someone and they're not actually, and it kind of messes up, you know, for me, and then I can't start claiming from it. I think we're just going to keep going the way we're doing it now, where, you know, I'm kind of in basically a solo clan. Zach's just here to kind of help out and kind of be the rest of the clan, because it's not quite as easy to climb in the clan as it is. But our idol's back on, which is nice. We actually want to make sure we get this up too. We could probably get that up even more, get that 20% DPS all the way through, and then kind of keep it rolling. Actually, I shouldn't have even started that. I probably should have just keep going on the Forest here. I see he's got much better bonuses, but if we get treasure chests now, we're gonna get quite a bit of gold from them, which would be pretty nice. You can definitely see how smooth this is going. And again, there's a chance that that extra damage, just straight up from Hero Souls, may have still been a little bit better. But I didn't want to wait too much longer. We just had to do a lot of rerolls, and I actually did some testing to see if I were to take something else earlier. There was like a Mimsy earlier in 2 different spots I tried to take, and it doesn't come out to be as lucky. Doing it this way, you know, I don't have to reroll too many for the lib to come, so they came pretty quick after each other. But we definitely did throw away some Hero Souls. Again, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to pick up next. Definitely don't know who I want. Again, I'm really thinking Mimsy and Dora, probably. I don't know I'm going to like level 10 with these. I should probably take them a little bit higher. Haven't even gotten you yet. Gotta keep the DPS rolling here. We'll still probably hit the wall around like 60-ish. I see it, but we're not gonna have to farm at the walls nearly as long because of the extra gold. So even if we hit similar walls still, we're gonna get through it so much quicker. And now we've got a bunch of mercs to kind of go with and start to actually level up rather than just recruiting. We've got extra gold income, which I think is probably gonna be the best. I've also literally won away, and I'm thinking what I'm gonna do with that. I think, honest truth, the best thing I could possibly do with that is Gilded Heroes. I think that's what you spend them on. I think you get 3 Gilded Heroes, and eventually we're going to have so many Gilded Heroes, and moving them around is going to obviously be very annoying, but we'll have to do the whole move around and bounce them up to, you know, Sam, probably. I mean, honestly, even like the total Tree Beast, the power... Again, I don't think technically the Power 5 either wasn't discovered in this or wasn't like talked about the same. I do know that you did go to Tree Beast and then quickly on to Sam, so I think like the idea of it was there, but I don't think back then you actually straight up went for whatever 5 you could get. I'm pretty sure it was just you get Tree Beast and then you move on to Sam, you know, in like the process. But moving guilds does cost a decent bit. It's still the same as a normal game. You can obviously do the 2 to the guild, which I think was turned into 1 later on, wasn't it? And then 80 to put it where you want it. Like if you want to put things onto here, like a random one from somewhere else. So moving, you know, however, does it have any we have? No, it doesn't. But moving, you know, however many you have, costs 80 every time you want to move, and we didn't even have 80. So you can see we're still pretty far away from managing that and making that happen. And I know I'm not playing super efficiently here. It's weird not being able to click here and there. Normally I'd be clicking a little bit through this process, but we can't. I gotta go back and grab everything too. His boss gonna go down, no problem. Give us enough gold to grab a couple fire mages. Just get it to 15 for now. Cool. And we can come back up here and wrap them up. Oh, I didn't need to put that many in there. One more? No. we're good there. And then we actually have the bioavailable upgrades now, so that's nice. I think that took like 3 runs to show up. And then relic-wise, I haven't updated you guys on that either. We're not doing very good. We have one guild thing, which is literally just 1%, super clicks, and the primal hero souls, which is really our only good one. It's the only one we really like. The other ones, not very good. And even that primal hero souls isn't good. We really want a chance one, if anything. That would be really, really nice. So again, I could maybe see the argument for relics, but I really don't think so. I don't think relics are worth it. These are more permanent. You get rid of relics over time. You're not going to get rid of your, guilds, obviously. They're going to stay forever. I think that's the way to go. You could definitely maybe speed up using some ascensions, and maybe later on ascensions will be valuable. But yeah, once you get this, there's nothing to spend them on. I mean, time-lapsing, I don't know if it actually jumps your zone up like a normal one would do. I don't think it does. I think you just get the gold for it. But, is that worth 20? No, not really. I don't think that's worth it at all. We do seem to be flying through these pretty fine, though. We're moving at a pretty good pace. I'm happy with this. Not getting hung up. I'm just doing a bunch of catch-up work on leveling these guys up. But, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for this episode. If you guys are still enjoying this, make sure to smack a like button. I, for one, am actually loving this game again. Playing this has kind of got me hooked on it again. I've been really, really enjoying this. It's actually kind of crazy to think that something like this, it's not like I'd never disliked the game. It's, again, I'd always still say it's one of my, honestly, I'll still give it to it. It's my favorite idle game out there. But doing a series like this, taking a look at an old patch, playing it, I think this series could be longer than I originally planned. I was planning to just kind of be like a little mini thing, kind of waiting for the big patch to come out for the main game. And you know what? I think we'll probably end up keeping this going. I mean, realistically, until I'm bored of it, which I don't see happening for a decent bit of time. I'd like to continue pushing it. Maybe we'll end up running 2 Click Hero series at one time, because I would like to obviously keep up on the main game. I do want to replay that for you guys as well. But at least to 1 million. I don't think I'll play much past 1 mil. If we do that again, I'm not. Unless it's really, really fixed. I'm not looking to push far again. It's so much of a grind, Ruby grind and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna beat 60, no issue as well. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, smack the like button, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.